So I'm back with my next video, and as you can see I have Sirena von Boo, and she is one of the new Freaky Fusion characters. She is a hybrid of a mermaid and a ghost, and this is what she looks like in her box. As you can see, I kind of already started to open it because I was so excited. So I'm going to take her out now and show you what she looks like out of the box. And here's the back. So this is the artwork. And a little short version of her bio. And then we have a little summary of Freaky Fusion. So here she is out of the box. And this is what she comes with. Her diary is purple. And that's what the handwriting looks like. I think it's really cute and girly. And then she comes with a yellow brush, which is interesting because she doesn't really have any yellow on her. So as you can see, her eyebrows are actually fish fins, and her eyes have two different eyeshadow colors. There's a neon green, which I think goes really well with the rest of her colors, and a very light pink. And then her lips are sort of a bright purple. Now, I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell in this video, but her skin is kind of iridescent, so in some angles you can see some blue in it. Maybe not very well in the video, but in some photos I'll make sure to take some and post links to them. Her tail also has that same sort of iridescent texture to it, and I'm going to make sure to show you what her whole body texture looks like. And this is her tail. So as you can see, this doll does not come with a stand because on the box it says that she can stand on her own. So I think you're going to have to find some sort of like equilibrium or balance, because as of right now I'm kind of having trouble with that. As you can see, she kind of falls over. So I think you're going to have to like move her around a little bit and try to figure something out. But her tail opens up like this. So this back part kind of looks like seaweed, which I think is really cool. I really love how much detail they put into these. And then this front part is much more fishy, but it's kind of torn up to give it that sort of ghost feel. And then her tail has this chain thing around it, again to go with the ghost theme. Her shirt is much more fishy. It's got some octopus pattern on it, and then this black mesh on top. A chain necklace. She has one chain earring, and then the other one is just a little gray pearl. And then her hands have these fins on them, kind of like lagunas, but her fins are not removable. And then she has these rope type bracelets. And then this right here is a very thin and soft sort of fabric, kind of like what they use for curtains and stuff. But I think it's very nice. They're removable too, so in case you don't like them, you can just take them off, which I think is good. It's always better to make things removable in case a person doesn't like them. You can just easily remove them without damaging your doll. And now I want to show you her hair. She has this curly bit right here, which was actually attached to her head with a little string, but I removed the string because I might mess around with that curl. And then she has actually 3 braids on the other side, as you can see, and they go down there. And then she has 2 ponytails, one on top and one on the side, which actually you can see right here, top of her head. And yeah, that's the basic overview of Sirena. I'm going to call her Sirena. I just like the way it sounds. Okay, now I'm going to see if we can look at the rest of her body. So here she is again, and sorry if this is kind of a gruesome sight. But as you can see, I removed her arms because she's easier to dress this way. And this is true for most of the Monster High dolls. I'm not so sure about the boys or the Ghouls Alive, but all the other ones, it's easier to redress them if you remove the lower half of their arms. You can also remove their hands if you want to do their bracelets, which I think that's a pretty well-known fact already. And I'm hoping that maybe you can see some of the colors in her tail and stuff, or maybe some of the detailing. Might be easier to see in photos, which, as I said already, I'll make sure to upload some. But yeah, so here she is. and as you can see, pretty much everything was removable. And I also noticed she has a fin on the back of her body as well, kind of like Gil does, I think. And yeah, I don't think that part is removable. It's hard to get the focus right here. There we go. So here it is. It's black, like her fishtail ends, which I think is good that they're being consistent with her colors and stuff. And the first thing that I actually just noticed is that in Sirena's hair, they have this regular bright blue, and then they also used Spectra's lavender color, and they've used this light blue from Laguna as well in there. Not sure if you'll be able to see it, but it's in there. And also the faces are pretty similar. You can kind of see the similarities in the eyes. And I think maybe Sirena's lips are a bit fuller, but it's basically the same shape for the head. Spectra has different cheekbones, which would have been cool to use on Sirena, but I still think her face is very adorable, so I think it was fine if they didn't. Her skin color is a new thing. She looks white, which is the same as Spectra's, but as I mentioned, she is kind of iridescent. At some angles you can see some purples and blues. So she's not really either of the colors, but it's very close. It's almost like if you mixed both of them. The black, as I mentioned, and also this gradient, that's a Spectra thing, so like a ghost element, I would say. And then here's all the stuff that she came with. The chains, you know, like Spectra's chains. And then this very frilly top thing. It's kind of a Laguna thing, so you can see over here. And these other bracelets with the little chains, I think that's also sort of like a ghost thing, but they haven't used it yet on a Spectra, so I think that was a very cool thing to introduce. And also she has the gradients on her hands as well, just like Spectra does, but hers go from white to transparent, whereas Sirena goes from white to black. And so it's a lot of cool things that are being introduced with this character and all the other Freaky Fusion characters, which actually I think is the main point of this line. So hopefully we're going to get to learn more about her once the Freaky Fusion movie comes out, and we'll actually know her backstory and stuff. Although I'm sure you can get some of it in the diary, but that's not always the case with all the characters, so we'll see. Alright, that's it for Sirena. As you can see, I've kind of redressed her, but I didn't put her chain thingy back on, because I put on this thing on as a skirt instead. As you can remember, she was wearing it across her chest, but it fits nicely as a little skirt, which I think looks really cute on her. And now here she is with Spectra and Laguna. And I tried to come up with something that I didn't like about her, but she's pretty perfect. I mean, it's a very, very cool concept to mix the monsters, and the fans have sort of been wanting it for a while, and now they finally did it. And I've always wondered how they would handle a mermaid, and I am not disappointed one bit. I think this is a very, very cool, especially that it's not just, you know, the sort of cliche pink and purple mermaid. It's much more darker, as is perfect for Monster High. She's also Ghost Mermaid, which is just really awesome. So yeah, I really love this doll and would definitely recommend her, especially if you're not so sure about the other hybrids. Just like me, I saw them in the store, but I was not 100% convinced yet. I think it's still just a little bit weird, but otherwise, yeah, Sirena is definitely a must-have, I think. And once again, thank you for watching my videos. Feel free to leave some comments and subscribe, and I will check out your channel. And thank you very much. Bye.